We have instructions number 1 through number 28. There's 28 instructions on this bad boy. And I don't know that I'm going to make it through all of them. We'll see how it goes. And then I got to pick up Maggie at 12:30 or at 12 o'clock. I told her I might be a little late. Hopefully she's okay with that. Luis is working from home though, so it's okay. Why is Cece repeatedly saying cheetah when she means leopard? Cheetah. Absolutely cheetah. Because here's the thing. Cece doesn't know the difference between cheetah and leopard, and we are okay with that. I'm okay with it. Where is... If you put cheetah print, people know what you mean. People know. You don't need to be pedantic. It's all the same. It's all the same to Cece, you know? Cece doesn't need... Cece would be a little bit more forceful about this, and I got to work on that because I worry about Cece being forceful and not being able to, like, tell the difference between me being real mad at you and me being Cece. You know, it's a little difficult. Anyway, those shoes literally say leopard print. She doesn't... Cece don't care what it says. She doesn't care. You know why? Because her daddy told her she's a cheetah princess, okay? They can call it whatever they want over there on the West Coast. It's not what I'm calling it. Hello, wasted grenades. Oh, hello. Big love. Love it. Love it. What is this? What are we looking at right here? Harmless is sending me a link. Oh my goodness. It's cheetah balloons. I love it. I absolutely love a good cheetah balloon. That's delightful. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit too much. Like if you put one of those in with a bunch of pink ones, like some light pink ones and a couple of those sprinkled in there, that'd be so cute. It'd be so cute, you know? I'm a little bit of cheetah print. Just a little. Like right here, this is too much. Like, look over here. This whole situation, that's way too much. That's too much to deal with. But if we had just the bra, that would be delightful. That would be delightful. In fact, I do. I have a cheetah print bra. I'm not even sorry about it. Okay, we got to get started. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I miss getting to hang with you two. Waste of grenades. I'm sorry. But you know what? If you're here right now and you're thinking this is way too early, how am I ever going to make this work? I have great news for you. Tomorrow, I'm getting on a plane. I'm flying to India in one of the more confusing situations of my life. The airport is called Bombay. The city is Mumbai. There's a whole like handover situation going on, and it seems like people in India are kind of hit and miss about whether or not they care about the name changes. It's a little bit weird. It's very strange. I don't know what the correct way to refer to it is, so I would like you to just assume goodwill with whichever one I say. Because when I say, you know, Bombay International Airport, that's technically what it's called. Okay, it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's BOM. What are you going to do? You know, you're doing the best you can. Okay, so I'm going to be flying over there. I'm going to be landing there, leaving here 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. When I land, I'm going to be on the flight for like 20 hours. And by the time I get there, it's going to be 11:30 at night on Sunday. Missing the whole weekend. The whole weekend is going to be taken up with time travel and flying. You know how it is. So anyway, if you don't like this stream time, that's what I'm getting to. That was the point of this conversation, right? I will be streaming at like 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time all the time while I'm over there. As long as I have connection. My goal is to have lots of connection and be able to get it done. So we'll see how it goes. I wish you a fun and safe trip. Me too, Creme Delish. I've got my Creme Delish powder back here. Actually, I think I put it away in the pantry. I did receive it, but I haven't had a chance to use it because unfortunately it appears to be something a little bit rich. And although I'm making a cheesecake today for a birthday, like when I had it, it was Wednesday, we were fasting, and now it's Friday. It's a whole thing. Anyway, Istanbul, Constantinople. Exactly. They don't seem to care over there though. Don't deplane from the Bombay unless you have a parachute. That does seem like a thing. Do you have all the pillows? Oh my gosh, Nomad. Just before this stream started, okay, I was upstairs and I told my husband, I said, Micah says that you had the lumbar pillow that I purchased. I bought a $25 inflatable lumbar pillow that's supposed to be really good. And so I bought that, and it squishes down so you can stick it in your bag really easy, right? And it's missing. I put it in a thing with my little shelf thingy that Cadmus suggested to me, and I had them together, and apparently Micah was playing with it, and so Luis took it away from him, and now nobody knows where it is. It's lost somewhere in my house. Now, thankfully, my house is pretty small, but I was like in a frenzy trying to find this dang thing. I'm upstairs. I'm like, do you have any idea? This was a $25 pillow. What is a $25 pillow? Explain that to me. Explain how a pillow is $25, okay? That's too much money for a pillow. I disagree. But it's missing now. Now it's a missing $25 pillow. I may as well just set that $25 on fire. Cheesecake looks amazing. It does. It looks so good. 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when you start work. You're gonna have a pressure ulcer on your butt. I'm gonna try. Well, I have a tailbone pillow that I bought because I have something going on with my tailbone, and I probably should have seen the doctor, but I didn't. It's next to the butt. It probably is. So creme delish lentils for Lent stream when you get back from India. That sounds right. Cecil Rognit's total cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta focus, y'all. You're not focusing, and I just said y'all in a really, it's very strange. I don't even know yins. That's the Pittsburgh. I don't even know. I don't know how to say this. Thanks for the look there, Kelsey. Okay, we gotta get started. So I gotta just read this over really quick because my brain is just not working right now. I'm just not prepared. I need to braid my hair back behind my face too. I got something sticky in my hair when I was starting, and I had to go rinse out my hair. It's terrible. I don't love it. Okay, so we're gonna make the korma sauce. We're gonna pour the sugar into an even layer on a large saucepan. We're gonna heat over medium-high heat, whisking until the sugar is melted. And then we're going to take the sugar, and it's going to clump at first, but it'll eventually completely melt. And it should take about 10 minutes. And then once the sugar has melted, I'm going to stop whisking it, and I'm going to allow it to cook until it has turned to a dark amber color. And I'm going to notice a nutty aroma. The color change will happen quickly, so I shouldn't let it go too long or get too dark or it'll burn. Then I'm going to remove the caramel from the heat, and then I'm going to add butter and whisk until it's combined. And then the mixture is going to bubble up quite a bit, but I'm going to keep whisking until the butter is melted and well combined. Okay, that's the plan. And then we're slowly going to pour in the heavy cream. Okay, we can work with that. Let's start there, okay? Oh my goodness, there's flour involved. I don't even know what's going on. Pour the heavy cream. Whisk until incorporated. Wait, when is the flour coming in here? This is insane. Add the flour and the pecan chips to the... Okay, set 1 cup of caramel aside for topping. And then we're going to put in the flour and the pecan chips and set it aside. Okay, we got this. We are so on this, guys. We are completely taking care of this. I'm going to move this over here because I didn't know where I needed it at first. So I put it right there. But we need it over here to be a stove pan. We need a stove pan. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Oof. And now you're just going to look at my stove. There's nothing on it right now, so don't freak out. Everything's fine. We got this. We've got it. It's going to be fine. Booty pain before 24 hours on a plane sounds like trouble. Oh, it's definitely trouble. I'm telling you right now. Like, when I got home from California, I almost cried in the car. Trying to drive home, it was so bad. So I'm really concerned. Am I hearing a game of Keepy Uppy happening off camera? You are. There was a little bit of Keepy Uppy going on over there. What are you doing? Oh, did you find that strawberry? Yes. Is it? Would you like to say hi to Max? You say hello?
Going into my table.
What? No, we're not gonna sit up here. No, not today. It's not for you. Do you think there's gonna be a time in your life when you're like, oh my gosh, why does my mother sound different every time I see her?
I got strawberries.
You do have a strawberry, don't you? That's yours. You have that. That's the bite you like. That's your favorite bite. I'm not gonna take your favorite bite. No, thank you. No, thank you. No mouth. No mouth.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, it's Alex.
Thanks for being so special awesome.
Did you say thank you so much for your sub, Alex? Can you say thank you, Alex? Bam! There's a boy. Isn't he so great? I love it. Love it so much. I gotta find the tape. Can you get down for just a second? I don't even know where the tape went. Alex, thank you so much for your resub. It's delightful. I am so thankful for you. All right, here we go. That's right there. Done. That is done. We are done there, okay? All right, so here we go. Okay, I've decided that Cece is my second favorite alter ego. You like Cece, do ya? You think she's great. I think she's delightful. You know, she's a little bit mouthy sometimes, but she's okay. All right, so we're going to start with 2 cups of sugar. It's fantastic when Mary starts talking with an accent. Somebody, who was I talking to the other day? Oh my gosh, I was talking to Saltwater. Saltwater got her a nice little like desk thing. I think it was for her birthday, but I'm not sure. It might have been like before her birthday. Anyway, he got her this little desk, and she's been working on it, and it's so cute. It asks her what number this is, and can you find this number on the keypad, and can you press the number and stuff like that. And she's been working on it, and it's so cute. She does such a good job. But every now and then, for no obvious reason, it has a Southern accent. And I'm like, whose idea was this? We're going to have a Southern accent on the children's toy. Although, to be fair, for like, I don't know, a good quarter of the United States, it's a reasonable accent to have. Judy is greater than Cece is greater than Lady Catherine. That's the question right now. Diane would like a housewife or life tip. Diane, welcome in. Your housewife / life tip of the day is... You should be very careful when you have children setting the expectations for their birthday cakes, okay? Birthday. I can't make that IR sound. It's really difficult. Birthday. The birthday cakes. Anyway, you should be very careful when you do that. And let me tell you why. Because it sort of sets the precedent for the rest of their lives, okay? One time when Maggie was very little, she was probably 6 years old. Oh, it was. She was 6 years old. I was 9 months pregnant with Merritt. Literally, Merritt was born a week after Maggie. They have 1 week apart their birthday. So I was 9 months pregnant with Merritt. And Maggie says to me, I don't like cake. I want French macaroons for my birthday. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? I cannot even deal with this. Okay, that is ridiculous. But I did it. I did it anyway. And that has set the precedent every year since then. I made some stupid French dessert for her once. It was nuts. Okay, every year it's ridiculous. And so now Millie has got this idea in her head that it's a completely reasonable thing to ask for a turtle cheesecake. It's insane. Birthday. Birthday. Birthday, yes. Does the cake have to cool for hours before adding the topping? It does. So this is going to be a situation where we basically get it into the oven by the end of the stream, but we are not going to get to see a finished product. And Millie knows that. This is actually, I'm not even going to be able to eat this. They're going to eat it on Saturday. So that's fine while I'm gone. They're going to have a cheesecake. So here we are. Dessert works. Yeah, I got there. Cece, what are your thoughts on Coffee Talk skit from SNL from the 90s? You know, here's the thing, Jill. At first, I liked it. I thought it was great to have a little representation. You know how they say about having representation is so important for feeling valid in the world? But the problem is that people thought it was just like a joke. Nobody realized that, like, that's my real life, you know? Linda Richmond was literally my mother. Literally my mother. So, and like to make a joke of something like that, I'm not sure. I don't necessarily like it. And plus, the accents didn't sound real. Not to me. Not to me. It's making me verklempt. It really is. It really is. I gotta go. Have a good day, all. I'll see you later. You know what I did love from Saturday Night Live, though? I like that Sweaty Balls skit. That one. That was delightful. Hello, Port. It's been a good minute since I seen your friend. Should we talk amongst ourselves? Should Cece give us the topic? You know what? That's fine. Why don't you talk amongst yourselves? I'll give you a topic. The Partridge Family. They're not partridges, and they're not a family. Let's discuss. Peanuts, they're not nuts. Can you see in there now? There you go. That's what, high enough, you think. Right there. Can you see? That's what we're looking for there. So we're supposed to be whisking this right now so that it comes out to a nice melted caramelized sugar situation. So that's what we're looking for there. We got 2 cups of sugar and I need a half a cup of butter room temperature, which I don't currently have. I currently have a whole lot of butter that's not room temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butter and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator or into the microwave for 7 seconds and hope to God that it works out okay. Catholic Yiddish is incomprehensible. It's a little ridiculous, isn't it? It's just a little nutty. Have a nice Inquisition. You should have a nice Inquisition. Call your mother. She misses you. You know, we didn't spend all this time just to have you completely not care about your mother, you know? Alright, we're keeping it moving because we don't want to mess it up, but honestly, I don't think it's doing a whole lot.
Thank you.
This is great. This is great.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Did you want to play Keepy Uppy while we do this? But we all saw that coming, didn't we?
It's Max okay.
Is Max okay? I'm not sure. I think Max is okay. Max, are you okay? Max, are you okay? Okay, I can't get this to do its thing here. 1 second. I'm doing my best. I really am. But this tripod it's seen better days is what I'm saying. I need to get a new little mini tripod. And it's not necessarily because the children knock it off all the time, but it's definitely because the children knock it off all the time. 100%. That's exactly what's happening here. Okay. I am constantly aware of my bad posture when I stand over there. It drives me nuts. Hi, Crido Boy. How are you? Okay, what's going on right now? Do I need this on medium high? I do. I have it on medium high and whisk the sugar until melted. And then it's going to clump up at first, but I'm going to move it over here when it's done. So I'm just going to take this and put it over here so that I can easily move it once it's done. And I have it set where it needs to go. Shmoopy, thank you so much for continuing your gifted sub. That is so fantastic. I appreciate you. You are so good. Hey, Mary, Max says he's fine now. Max says he's okay. Okay? Now it's starting to get a little clumpy. I don't know if you can tell that there. This is not the best camera. Over here, the one that's on the stove, it's not the best one. But it's the best that I can do for you right now. Shmooby, is it time for your resub already? Or does that pop up just because it knows that it's supposed to happen sometime soon here? I don't even know. I gotta keep this moving though, chat. I gotta keep it moving. And trying to do it with my left hand is a little goofy. It's a few days early. That's okay. So when we're in India, we'll celebrate your resub. It'll be fantastic. Here's the thing. There won't be any boards while we're in India, but it'll still be fun. I don't know what we're going to do while we're there. I don't know. I got the official itinerary yesterday. I was so excited, but also like, oh my gosh, what on earth have I got
Len,
myself into?
but you can keep this. Hi, Katie.
I can't keep that. It's not something that I can keep. But Idle Thought, thank you so much for the $20 donation. All of you know that the donations right now are going toward our friends.
Take Bezos' money.
Take Bezos money. Thank you very much. The donations right now are going towards our friends. I don't think I told you that during this stream, but we have our friends Emmy and her mother Daniela. They are both looking to become United States citizens, but one of the things that stinks about the United States citizenship process is that you have to put up $900 per person, even if it's a baby girl who's joining in on her mama's coattails there. So they need $1,800 in order to become citizens. And so we are donating all of our donations during this Lenten season over to them. And so there you go. I can't keep the $20. It goes straight into the Good Egg Fund. I don't even see it. Sorry. I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings. But I think you know. I think you know. Okay. I can't see things. Hadvia, thank you so much for your resub. Oh my goodness. Now here's the thing. And I don't want you to think that I'm lying to you or anything. But I do keep the money from the subscriptions. I do. Because I still got to pay for Maggie's trip. It's the whole thing. I'm like $40 short. So I think I need like 21 subs during this particular stream. So if 21 of you were thinking about subbing, it might be a good day. Just something to think about. I don't have any idea how you would say bam in this accent. Bam! Bam. Oh, it's starting to melt a little bit and I'm not whisking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can see the melting happening and I'm not whisking. I'm so terrified. See, there's the clumping. That's the clumping that we're talking about. Did you see it?
Mom,
Did you see the clumping?
Mom,
You can continue to watch Bluey, yes. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell what that was. Idle Thought, thank you so much for the 5. Is that you doing your best Baby Mary impression? Do you remember when you were a baby and all you could do was get That is Mary, isn't it? Isn't it? Idle Thought, I will do the boards for those in just 1 second here.
Mom,
Yes, darling, how can I help you? We can watch Bluey, yes. It'll just be a moment, okay?
Okay.
It's just going to take a little bit of time because I'm in the middle of something. I'm so sorry, chat. I will be back with you, I promise. Idle Thought, or Mary's, Idle Thought says hello. Mary,
Yes, Mom.
Idle Thought says hello.
Hello.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Now, see, this has to melt all the way, and then it also has to become amber colored. Amber colored. That's a whole thing right there. I got to do a whole thing. And I got my back to you, and I'm just really aware of my terrible posture. So I'm really concerned right now. I don't know why I didn't just pick a recipe that had already made. What's that called? The caramel sauce. I probably should have picked a recipe that already had the caramel sauce already made. Like if I just bought it at the store, you know? This is what I mean about setting those expectations for your children early. Goodness gracious, Mary. What is that sound you just made? Now this sounds like little rocks in there. It's got like a strong little rock sound going on. It will eventually melt, I've been told. I have been told that it will melt. So I just have to have faith, I just have to trust. Oh my goodness, what is that? There's a, oh my goodness, Andrea, there you are. There's a hype train. You guys got a hype train coming right there. So feel free to contribute to that hype train, I'm telling you. That would be fantastic. We're just a few dollars short of paying all the bills that I have to pay with my Twitch payout. I just didn't do a lot of streaming this month, so it's a little bit rough. Here's me shilling. I'm shilling a little bit. So I'll talk amongst yourselves. I'll get this done. And then I'll come back and do all the boards. Sorry, Andrea. I gotta keep this moving or else things will go badly. Oh my goodness, who's giving bits? Idle Thought with the 100 bits, so I owe you a Pokemon once I can get back over there. I feel like I could leave it for just a second.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna get you a Pokemon, because that only takes a second. I can do that real fast.
See?
There's a whole box of Pokemon right here. Oh my goodness, I need you to open quickly. Bam, there you are. You're a Duskull. Congratulations. That's not like any kind of a comment about your mother. Not at all. That's not what I meant by this. This sound is worse than the mixer. I'm so sorry. It's getting better now that it's like a little more liquidy. Honest to God, I have no idea what color amber is. And this is still really, really chunky. Like I would call this an amber color, but there's still big chunks in it. So I wouldn't call it like an even amber color. I would call it a spotty amber color is what I would call it. And it like makes this whole big fuss about not making sure that it burns, and I don't know how to do that. I'm doing the best I can here, guys. I'm doing the best I can. That'll all melt out. I've been told. What color is amber? It's dark, right? Mary. Oh man. Oh, Mary. She's so cute, isn't she? Amber is a blonde. You think? Oh no, I've got a phone call. I've got a phone call on my phone. Oh, it's Skim likely. Oh, thank God. I thought maybe it was one of the children. Maggie's got finals going on at school right now, and she's real nervous. Nervous is what she is. One of her friends took the algebra final and said it was super hard. That she got like 21 points out of 50, and so now Maggie's all concerned that she's not going to pass the test. Oh my goodness, thank you very much for the follow, friend. I can't even see you over there. She might have dyed it again. This is true. You have to look into amber. She's never been a natural hair color, you know? That's how she got Dawani to marry her, because she found out that Dawani likes blonde, so she dyed her hair blonde, but I am pretty sure she was born a brunette and she'll die a brunette, you know? Pretty sure. She just wants him to believe, which is fine. Would we call this the right color? I don't even know. Oh my goodness, whoever that was, Barry, you have completed a hype train level. Did you know that? And then somebody else just added to it. Bookworm, oh my gosh. Welcome in, Bookworm. My friend that came in from the, this seems like the right color to me. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna call this the right color. I'm gonna take this off before it starts to burn. Yeah, this looks like the right color here, right here. You got a lot of steam, but you're gonna have to just trust me. I'm pretty sure this is the right color. Oh my gosh, it might be too dark. It might be too dark already. Now I'm a little worried. I took it off, but it seems like it's not even stopping with the sadness. It seems like it's continuing to get upset. I'm not sure that this is good. This seems bad. I'm a little worried. I'm very worried. Very worried. Don't make hard candy. I'm doing the best I can. Doing the best that I can right now. Ricardo, so thank you for bringing up the donation link. Now that's going to get all angry at me. So angry. Look how angry it is. It's so mad. I'm doing the best that I can here. Like, it's still making faces at me. I took it off. I took it off. What do you want from me? Why are you still bubbling? Why are you still bubbling? Here's the thing. I did the best that I could by you. I really did. I did everything I knew how to do. Now I think you're a little too dark. We're going to find out once I put in the milk. It did change really fast. It said it'll darken up really fast, and it did. I was like, oh my gosh. I need the heavy cream to be room temperature. Oh my gosh. The heavy cream is not room temperature. Not even like a little bit right now. I'm going to have to heat it up a little. I need a cup of heavy cream, and I need it to be room temperature. Like right now. Right now. I need you to do this. It's not time to like be sitting around not doing what you're told. Oh my goodness. I should have thought of this in advance. This is what happens when you're in over your head. This is not enough. Not enough right there. There's so much steam in the air. It might be smoke. I really don't know. I don't know what the correct answer is. I'm worried that I definitely overcooked it. Not definitely. I might have. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. We're going to put this in for like 45 seconds just to get it nice and warmed up. I think once we add in the milk, it might, or the heavy cream, it might be a good color, but we're going to wait and look at it once it's in there. I'm going to taste it once it's in there. Amber's got that Italian heritage. You can't just tell her to chill. I cannot tell her to chill at all. What's going on? The fabric softener. I'm hoping that this is the right color. Amber's not overcooked. She's just a little too orange for her spray tan. It's a brunette amber. I think it's okay. I think it'll be all right. It's a little dark right now, but once you add in the milk, it'll definitely be a different color. And then I've got all this. You're on level 3 of your height train. Do you know that you're already on level 3? Did somebody tell you? Oh my gosh. And I gotta go back and get all those other things that were in there, but I didn't see them in time. Is this room temperature? Oh yeah. Might even be a little warm. Perfect. This will be perfect for what we're trying to do. Just absolutely wonderful. Now, I hope it doesn't like spat back up at me. You know how it does? I don't want that. But it's warm enough that it's not going to seize. So that's nice. I'm going to put all that in there. And then we're going to give it a good zhuzh. Oh my dear. Do you think that's still too dark? It didn't lighten up as much as I thought it would. Not at all. That was very, very quick. That was very quick. If you need to bring something to room temperature quickly, take advantage of winter and open all the windows. The heavy cream and the room temperature can meet in the middle. That's true. Alexa, stop. That's burnt. Dang it. We have to start over. We have to start over. I burnt it. That was too dark. I just tasted it. It doesn't taste good. Crap. Crap. All right, let's try again. Ugh, okay. Starting over. You bunt. You bunt. Oh, we're not doing that anymore. Crap, 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 crap. All right, we learned something there. When they say it gets dark fast, they are not kidding. That's real. It gets dark real fast. Should be able to use this to make some sort of penitential Lent dessert. Ugh. Scentsy timer has to start now, over now too. I don't even know what that means. Oh, the CC timer? No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Okay. This sucks though, because it's got stuff burned on the edges and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to get that off. Like way, way too dark.
Mom.
Crap.
Mom.
Crap. F. What's up, babe? What? Yes, you can watch Bluey. Shoot, 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 shoot. What am I going to put this in so that I can get it out of here so that I can quickly get this done again? Okay, okay. I need a container that I can pour this into that won't melt. What is that exactly? I don't know. I don't want to pour it straight into the trash because it will get gross. It'll like burn through the thing. Crap, 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 crap. 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 I have a plan. I have an idea. It's not really a plan. It's plan adjacent. It's similar to a plan, but it's not exactly a plan. It's something a plan would recognize it as a friend. Yes, honey? Yep, you can watch Bluey's. Dang it, I'm so mad at myself. I don't have a green pad, but I do have a Brillo pad, so we'll do the best we can. Okay. Dang it. I should have taken it off earlier. Okay. Hot water, please, not cold water. I'm going to move this off to the side so that it can, you know, cool down and harden back up. Sorry, you're gonna have to talk amongst yourselves for a second. I got hot water in here trying to melt all this sugar off. And I'm scrubbing. But we really might have to go to Brillo pads here. For sure. Oh man, this sucks. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not terrible. It's going to take me a second, but it's not terrible. I just got to scratch it off with the edge of the scraper. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. She said more to herself than to anyone else. Okay, I think we're good. It's like a little tiny speck down here. I'm trying to get off. Praise Jesus. That worked. We are. Okay. DoorDash a new pot. I've had this pot since we got married. This was like one of the first pots I got when we first got married. And I still have it. It definitely needs to be, like, it's burnt a little. It needs to be Brillo padded, but it's okay. Everything's okay. Okay, I don't want there to be liquid in here or it'll stick. There we go. I ended up not needing this, but I will need it for later, so I'm just going to move it off to the side. Okay, we are doing this. I make one phone call and we're on fire. That was your fault. You shouldn't have done that. Just so you know. Okay. Please don't put it under cold water. It'll really season inside the pot. I didn't put it in cold water. I'm at least that smart. All right, we're back to this. Here we go. Let me get the, what's it called? The squizzle stick. You know, the squizzle stick. I don't know how I feel about these jeans. I don't love them. I bought them because they were on sale and I had a gift card. But they're low rise, which apparently is a thing again. And it makes me feel like I'm not being held in by the pants. I don't love it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite. Hopefully the phone call was 911. It wasn't. It's because I left. It's all your fault. I took this off. I need to put it back on my butt. Okay, I'm going to put another one of these in for 7 seconds. And then I'm going to put this in for 45 seconds. So then we're all set. Like, all the stuff we need is ready to go. Hey, Real Money, welcome in. Real Money does rule. I was on, I got invited to do a podcast that I really like that I've been on before called Catching Foxes. It's like a Catholic culture-y type thing, but it's less preachy and more just like being a human who is Catholic in the world. Anywho, there's this one part where the conversation is in a spot that I'm not comfortable with. And I want you guys to listen to it and see if you can tell me which spot it is, where I'm like, I'm very excited by it. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on this one right here. Do not do anything. Sorry, I owe you still the other things from the last time, but don't do anything right now because I can't do anything about it. So I need to go back and do Idle Thoughts 5 things. And all the stuff that happened during the last run of this. So don't gift subs right now because I can't. I simply cannot. And I'm very worried because the thing is already hot. So I want to keep it moving, but also this is that noise that like makes Cadmus want to claw his own ears out. So think about that. Consider, you know. I'm cutting that into pats in advance. Dang it, I'm so stressed out by this caramel now. This was a poor decision. This is going to go faster because the thing is already warmed up. Yes, I heard you. Thank you. Hi, Marykins. Uh-oh. Mary unplugged you. Sorry. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. And the time that it takes me to do the thing, it's going to be crappy. There we go. There we go.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Mom. Hi,
Hi,
Mom.
baby. How are you? Good. Oh, Bookworm, I can't hear you. I don't know you were able to see an episode of Catching Foxes. I listened to them too. Oh yeah, I was. I was on an episode of Catching Foxes a long time ago. Like 3 years ago I was on it, and then I just recorded it Tuesday night, I think. The new one. So I don't know when that will come out. But whenever it does, I want you to listen for the part where I'm like, pattern of agreement, sure, but also, yee. All right, sorry about the noise. I know it's hurting your heart. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I can't even see you. You're so far away. Have I ever eaten at Cheesecake Factory? I have, but only on a business trip back in the day when I had a job still. And I don't really remember what I ate. I don't think it was cheesecake, though. Okay. Come on, little guy. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. I'm worried about these edges because last time it got all crusty on the edges, you know? Stressful. How are you guys out there? Everything good? It's not as bad now. It must have been the voice. It must have been. It was mostly CC Maragna, but to a lesser extent the scraping. I think it gets worse when it's chunky though, because then you're not just hearing the whisk go through it, you're also hearing the little like chunky crystals run through it. And that's a very real problem. I'm getting very stressed out waiting for it to start clumping up. But then once it clumped up, like that was stressful too. And then after that, it got even more stressful because it was getting dark really fast. And this whole thing is just a little upsetting. In one of the early streams, we were making caramel apples. It was the stream where Tatsu Mist first came in. And somebody in chat was telling me to whisk the caramel to make it melt because it was not melting in a reasonable amount of time. And it was just terrible advice. But now that I'm sitting here trying to whisk something that is supposed to be caramel, it reminds me of that. And I think to myself, where's Infamous? I hope he's okay. I hope the world is being kind. To all of you, not just Infamous. I should put you on my phone so I can read you over here, even though I have my back to you. Chalcinator! Did I just see Chalcinator? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just saw Chalcinator, but I can't see what you said because I don't have the app pulled up, and then it's not going to be on my phone because it's not there yet. Hold on. I got to hop over here. Chalcinator, re-say everything you've said. Re-say everything you've said. Oh my gosh. Hi. I see Idle Thought has been acting up again. Thank you for the gifted sub. Hey, Chalcinator! Yay, thank you! I mean, you're welcome. On behalf of Idle Thought, for whom I definitely have permission to thank people. Idle Thought. Another thing. Idle Thought is one of the few of you who ever bother to whisper me on Twitch. So all of my whispers are almost always from Idle Thought. And Luis has my Twitch on his work phone because when we stream mobile, we stream from his work phone a lot of the time. And, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so whenever he opens Twitch, it's on his work phone, it's my account. And then he sees messages from you guys, or my whispers, and then I don't see them, they're no longer new. So he's always like, hey, you had a message, by the way, and then I forget to check on it. Alright, we're almost at the part where it's clumpy. And I've been scraping the edges here a lot, so we have less of that edge view that we had in the first place, which is kind of a good thing. That's good. We've got clumps! We're clumping. A bird in the hand isn't real. What can you say? Do I buy both gifts now? And then hoard one until the wedding? Wait, who's getting married? What's happening? Who's getting married? I missed something. My friend. Oh. Are you going to like a bridal shower? Is that what's happening? Bridal shower gifts are different than wedding gifts. Also, that's a scam. I didn't have either of those things. I didn't get any wedding presents, and I didn't have a bridal shower. I believe in renewing my grounding often. You are, do, and have. You're quite grounded. One might even say that you're disrespectful and don't even respect that you are grounded. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna not let this get anywhere near that dark because it kept cooking even after I removed it from the heat. And actually, it seemed to get more mad at me when I removed it from the heat, didn't it? So as soon as this all like breaks down and I don't have chunks anymore, I'm gonna remove it. You know? You can see the pot on and off the burner too. You can ease the pot on and off the burner to slow the temperature rise. Yeah. I suppose that's true. But what I really need is this to stink and break up here. And I think I need it to melt in order to do that. Like, I would call this regular amber, and it's a dark amber, so I'm trying to, like, get everything broken up in time. I turned the heat down just a little bit there. Maybe I should pull it here and just continue to whisk it off the heat. But then I feel like this is too light. You know what? Stick to your gut, Katie. Just wait till you've got all of the pieces broken up, then take it off. 1, 2. Ah, I lost the chat. Katie! Kyle! Hi, Kyle. I was talking about you last night. Hot. What is on you? It's just a string, baby. Okay, I think we're good here. I'm taking it off. This seems quite light to me, but I'm worried that it'll get worse as I go over here. Oops, sorry. Back this way. So this is a lot lighter, but all of the chunks are melted. I'm trying to get this edging off here. Okay. I'll be panicking and taking it off the heat about now. There you go.
I do respect the grounding.
That's not respecting it! That's not how it works! That's not how it works! Idle Thought! Okay, hold on. I gotta get your board. I'm so far behind. on board-related nonsense. Bluey's got the dance mode music on right now, so I'm dancing. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Much nicer. Bubbly. Kyle, I was talking about you last night. Because you and I encountered the same strange person. Someone was asking me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, Kyle got that person too. Okay. You and I have talked about it. You know what I mean. Everything's fine. Hold on. I need my spatula, which is now wet. It needs to be dried. Ta-da! Spatula! We sure did. I could eat a spoonful of that. You could. Hey, Vicarious. Kyle! I don't know what that says. I love you, friend, I assume. Hey, Schmoopy. Schmoopissima. Schmoopadoop. Schmoopy loopy ding dong. I'm just making up words now. Hey, 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 calm down. Calm down. Hey, 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 calm down. Shh. Calm yourself, Iago. Shh. Calm down. Relax. Relax. Okay, this looks so much better.
Mom. Hey, Mom.
Nomad. Yes, darling. Hi, Tie-Dye Chef Dave. How are you? What are you saying? Yeah, I would not dive in there. That's gonna kill you, actually. That's one way to die.
Mom.
Yes, darling.
Bell.
You. I don't remember what he says. It's like, Usadagazugek. You got stuff stuck on here. Get off and melt.
Mom, who is it? Bell.
Uzi Dugik. Yeah.
Bell.
There's a line in Bluey where Bingo says dad. What says U, D, blah, 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 K, like just a bunch of letters. Spell, like a thing that kids do all the time. And he actually knows, and it's funny. Do. Melt on in there, little guys. Melt on in there. Get off my whisk, you little rat face. Nobody invited you to stick to my whisk. I wrote a song about it. It's good to catch a stream. I've looked for a few times now, but I think it's toward the end of your recent streams. Hey, Tie-Dye Chef Dave, it's good to have you. According to TikTok, I should love Bluey. You should. You would. You do. You just don't know that you do. Just trust me, you love it. All right, we're gonna let that set for just a second while I do all of the boards that I owe you people. Hold on, I think it was like 7, wasn't it? 7. We're gonna grab these 7 right here, and then Idle Thoughts board needs to be located. It shall be in amongst all of these. Oh, these are all ones that nobody bothered to wash. And Infamous's board is in there. And Max's board is in there. And I swear I just saw Idle Thoughts, but now I don't see it anymore. Grumpy Old Man, Queen Bee. Idle Thought, what the heck, man? Oh, here it is. Bam! Idle Thought. Done. These need to be washed. One of these says Nomad. Okay, focus. Eyeballs up. We are writing subs. The temp will keep rising. This? It won't keep rising any longer. It's off the heat. That's not how heat works. It'll be okay, I promise. I gotta stir in some other stuff, though. It's gonna be fine. Date night! Skip, thank you for gifting a sub to date night. Okay, we've got Gigs. Gigs. Love. Idle Thought. And then we've got... Boop. Lawsoft. Love. Idle Thought. And then we've got... Chocopocalypse. Chocopoc... ... Love. Idle Thought. Sorry, that's a lot of name. Whoops. McCracken! Our friend Phil. Love. Idle Thought. Chesinator! Love. Idle Thought. And then Andrea, who I missed because I was doing something. Sorry, Andrea. Ow, my foot hurts. What did I do here? Where's your perma board? Andrea, your board is lost. Lost forever. Probably one of the ones that got stuck back here when it wasn't supposed to. Good gracious. I need to wash all these. The boards are very bad right now. The board situation is out of control. You know what? Andrea, you're just getting a not perma board for right now. I can't even. I'm trying to even and it's not working. Andrea, love. I don't know how many months it was. 42 months! That's forever. That is forever. My other aunt, by the way, was like, I watch your stream all the time. And I was like, no, you don't. She was like, yes, I do. I was like, all right, that's fine. Crido! Crido. Love. Barry. Thank you, Barry. You are an awesome egg. And then Bookworm. 3 months. And then Follow. And then Idle Thought. And then Date Night. And now I'm caught up. Date Night. Love. Skip. Kyle, you're an awesome egg, and I appreciate you. Skip, also an awesome egg. It'll just be a few seconds while I run and put up all these boards. Look at the caramel. Encourage it to be its best self. Be all that you can be, Caramel. We believe in you. There's so much like stuff on this cabinet. We are definitely going to have to repaint these cabinets before we can ever do anything with this house. We actually really just need to repaint the entire house and replace all the basements. But we've been living here for 9 years, so I guess that makes sense. This is so many boards, guys. Thank you. Ta-da! Bam. Done. Okay, now I need a cup measure. Ah! Stay. Calm down. Hi, everything's fine. Mary Josephine, get down. Get down, naughty girl. Okay, I need 1 cup of this in here. For scribbling on the top. And the rest of this is going to get something else added to it, but I forget what. That tastes much better, by the way. 5 tablespoons of flour and a 1/4 cup of pecan chips. Move you over there. Pecans are here. You get out of there. Jeffrey Wolf! I want to crush up these pecans a little bit more before we do anything with them. Isn't that putting undue pressure on the caramel? It is, probably. Maybe not undue. Due pressure. Certainly not undue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you doing? I clicked on something. There we go. And this is the part that's going to go at the bottom of the cheesecake pan. So it gets like a thickener. Stabilizer, if you will. It's already quite a bit thicker just doing that. 5, how sweet, such a blessing. Oh, the kids? Yes, very. They're delightful. We like them. This cake is actually Millie's birthday cake. So I gotta update that command because she will be 10 tomorrow. Tomorrow is her 10th birthday. Can you believe that? 10-year-old Millie. Can you get the enjoyment of having 4 teenagers at the same time in a few years? Yes. Yes, I do. Who's excited? But 2 of them will be boys. So that's helpful, I guess. I'm told that boys are easier. And I'm kind of banking on that, so I really hope it's true. Although, to be fair, other than like a few instances, I have a very good teenager. Sometimes I hear stories about other people's kids and I'm like, eesh. And sometimes when I talk about my kid, I'm sure that there are people out there rolling their eyes and being like, yeah, as far as you know, and thinking that I'm thoroughly naive about my children. But like, can I tell you a story about Maggie that might embarrass her to know that you know, so don't ever bring it up? Oh, it's on the internet. I probably shouldn't, huh? I'll make it less embarrassing. So she's not allowed to have social media. And apparently at one point, her friends had given her an iPod Touch to use so that she could have her own Snapchat account. And Snapchat is specifically the one that I think is the worst. And she came to me and told me, like she got rid of it after 2 weeks, but then she didn't tell us about it. She still had the secret Snapchat account. I mean, she deleted all of it and all of that, but she just never told us that she had done it in the first place. And it had been like a year. Like she did this last spring while she was in 8th grade still. And she came to us just recently. There's something stuck on the bottom. And was like, Mom. She was so upset. I was lying to you. I had a Snapchat account for a while. And the pressure of not having told you is so bad. I feel terrible. And I don't want you. I want you to be able to trust me and take away my phone, like restrictions so that I can use my phone whenever I want. I want you to be able to trust me with that. But I don't think I can rightly ask you to trust me if I'm lying to you, and so I'm telling you the truth. And so I think to myself, I really do have a good teenager. Even if she was getting up to trouble, I don't think she'd be able to keep up in trouble for very long. Okay, we did all this right here. Okay, that's good. Pour out the 1 cup of caramel sauce. Set this aside. Got it. I'm going to set it aside. I'm setting it aside. Here it is. Set aside. Cool. Done. Okay, yep, that's a good teenager. Right? Very good teenager. All right, 325 crusts. We're doing it line and 9 with parchment paper in the bottom and grease the sides. You want me to put parchment in the bottom? I mean, I will, but... All right. Who was it? Was it, Eat It Dads messaged me the other day and was like, I just heard your parchment paper trick and it's genius. And I'm like, I know, right? And now I don't even remember where I heard it, but I like that the parchment paper trick is like making the rounds. It makes me happy. I'm gonna put this away. Well, not away because I need it still. Mary, how you doing over there, baby? Oh. I don't see her now. Uh-oh. Mary has escaped. Mary! Is she on the floor right there? Oh yeah, she is. She's laying on the floor next to the couch. I love you! But in case you're new here and you've never seen that trick before, boop. I always put parchment paper, or I always crumple up the parchment paper first because it makes it easier to make it lay flat. It doesn't roll back up on itself. I wonder if I could like squish this into it and have that work. What do you think? Do you think that would work? Sorry about the crinkle and all this. I'm doing an experiment. That's not in the crevice, though. There we go. Are you in your crevice? Definitely not. Okay, so I have to cut it. I was hoping I would be able to just smish it up there, but no. You should make a reel out of the tip. People love kitchen tips on social media. Son of a biscuit, you're right. That's very smart social media-ing, Jeremy. I just don't want to do it while I have a Founding Fathers braid. Although, since I'm not doing anything right now, I could probably take it out. The Founding Father braid. I washed my hair last night. I feel like I should get credit for washing my hair, but then I always have to put it back while I'm cooking, and then I don't get any credit for having washed my hair. It's a bummer. All that work for nothing. There, I've done the thing. It's already a real tip, Jeremy. Ha ha. Ha ha. Nah. Sorry. Jeremy texted me this morning after I texted him. And I haven't seen what his text said, but I saw that it existed. So if there is something that I'm supposed to be addressing that I'm not, I apologize. Because I don't know what your text said. Boop. What's funny about Millie really loving cheesecake, like cheesecake is her favorite dessert by far, and she's asked for it for her birthday for the last 2 years, but she, none of her friends like it. So her favorite birthday cake that she always asks for, we always have to not have for her party because none of her friends like it. Boop. We did that thing. Millie is smart. She gets the whole cake for herself. I know, right? She thought it through. She's like, I know. I'll enjoy a birthday cake that no one else likes. Okay. More left over for her. She's smart. Exactly. I just want to know the dates that you're gone. So I am leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. And I will be gone until the 8th. Yeah, leaving tomorrow at 2. I land on the 8th at 7 p.m. Okay, I need somebody to clip a thing for me. Somebody be ready to clip a thing. Are you ready? I'm going to just do this here and then do the thing with the editing it down and it'll be great. Hey, you ready? All right. This is my #1 tip that I share on Twitch, okay? You ever use parchment paper? You got like this, and you go to set it down, and it rolls back up on you, and you're trying to, like, work around that, and it's no great. Here's what you do. You ready? Crumple it up into a little ball. And then lay it flat. Doesn't roll back up. Got it? You win. There you go. There's my Twitch, or my reel. I need someone to clip it for me and hand it to me. And I'm going to put this back in the parchment paper box, because otherwise, this is just wasteful. Ta-da! Okay. We are working on things. The real money rules. Wow, I never thought to do that. I learned something today. It's the #1 tip that people learn from me. Most people don't learn anything here.
Mom,
Yes? What's up? It's broken?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, #1, it doesn't need a jump rope. That's done. Got it?
Yeah.
Then you open it up like this.
Hey there.
There you go.
Mode to start.
You're welcome.
Select mode to start.
Okay, we're gonna make some stuff. Money making idea. Pre-crumpled parchment paper. Would be harder, but yes. Harder to sell anyway. Oh, my eye's twitching. Ugh. Okay. Combine the crust ingredients in a small bowl. Where's the crust ingredients? 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs, half a cup of challenge butter melted, brown sugar, and pecan chips. It wants pecans in the crust? Okay. Sounds good. Just asking. Here. I'm gonna put this in to melt. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Nobody clip that for me. I wanted you to clip that.
Mommy.
Yes?
Loyal.
Or it happened at approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes. If I have to go back and reclip it myself. That's my butt rag that you're trying to steal. Honey, I don't even know how to play that game, and I'm not ready to do it right now. I don't know what the bystander effect is everybody thinks that somebody else is going to do it.
It's now Mary's butt rag.
It's now Mary's butt rag. Hi, Jamie Twin. Some pie recipes use pecan for entire crust. That's nutty. I didn't even know that. We learned it today, chat. 45 seconds right there. Jamie Twin, welcome in. How are you? How is Jeremy Twin B? How's tiny Jamie Twin? Can I tell the people about the what flavor tiny Jamie Twin is? What flavor of baby? Okay, hold on. Need a 1/4 cup of pecan chips and 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs. Yeesh. Tiny Baby 20 is great, and yes, you can. Although, didn't we already give them the flavor? I don't know. If I didn't tell you what flavor it is, Jamie 20's baby is girl flavored. Girl baby. I clipped it in case someone else did. Link, man, I need the link. Okay. Someone has opened my graham crackers. What is wrong with my children? I have one thing of graham crackers in here. This is not good. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Chelsenator. Hey, you ready? All right. This is my number one tip that I share on Twitch. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Do I look really red? I look like I'm red there. Do I look red? Okay, wait, this might be enough. I bought graham crackers to make this thing with, and they ate all but one of the things. I need $5,000 to replace the graham crackers. Don't really. That was a joke. Okay, why does this include a person like half naked in their under? Like all of the popular clips from Food and Drink are someone named Lola Bunny doing something questionable. Sugar and spice flavored, not snakes and snails and puppy dog tails flavored. Yes, sugar and spice. Oh, that. I thought you meant the crust. Nope, not the crust. That's not necessary. 30 seconds more. Still needs to melt. This has like a whole bunch of splatter from making the sugar. I didn't realize sugar put off that much splatter, but good gracious, it did. Like there's white powdery substance on everything. I find that terrifying. Okay, that's done. And like a little bit up here too. Well, this looks like it's left over from a greasy fun thing, maybe. Who knows? Come on, you. Okay. Maybe I already have 2 cups here and I don't need to rely on this, so we're gonna see how this goes. I think I have close to 2 cups. This is 1. Oh yeah, I'm so good. I'm fine. I don't even need to crush up a thing. There, the kids can eat that whole thing of graham crackers. White powdery substance sounds like drugs. It does. It does. And I can see why you would think that. Let me just crush these up a little bit so that they're not giant chunks in there. Hey, you. Hop on. There you go. Chop. Why are you so angry? It was like, I feel that that's enough chopping. And I was like, but I would like more chopping. It's like, probably not, though. You don't need that. Freaking sentient kitchen items. Okay. Mary, could you please select mode to start? Please select mode to start. I feel like if we're calling sugar a drug, we are really loosely interpreting the word. Like, words have meanings, and if you just interpret them so broadly that so many things could, like anything that causes a dopamine release could technically be a drug. Love is a drug, etc. I'm not sure that we should, baby having is a drug that releases oxytocin. I just don't think that's helpful. It's just like words having such a broad definition is so unhelpful. Caffeine is a drug. That's in a little bit more reasonable of a sense, though. Okay, good morning, Liz! I'm sorry, hi. That was not a normal reaction to a person. What's up, Liz? Not being weird. Not at all. Everything's fine. If I was Liz, I would be genuinely concerned right now. I would be like, did you just call Mrs. Toinay a druggie? Kind of. Poor Liz is like, what just happened? This is 3 tablespoons of brown sugar for this, by the way. I like when crusts call for a brown sugar instead, or like graham cracker crust instead of a white sugar, by the way, because it has a nuttier flavor to it, and it also doesn't dry out as much. I feel like whenever they use a brown sugar, they're just way more cognizant of the wetness that's necessary to make a pie crust stick together. Unlike that banoffee pie recipe that absolutely was not considering that ratio. I'm trying to break this up though, so I don't end up with clumps of brown sugar in here. But it's hard to move around it with the, what are those things called? Pecans? I keep thinking that they're brown sugar, but then I'm like, wait, that's a pecan. All right, here we are. That was a weird noise I just made. I'm so sorry, Liz. I understand if you're scared and you need to leave to protect yourself. I get it. I get it. How do you keep brown sugar from turning into stone? I just use it a lot. I use it a lot. You can also take like the heel of the bread that nobody likes to eat, the sandwich bread, take the heel off and stick it in there with it, and that'll keep it soft for a really long time too. But I just go through a lot of ingredients. Having a cooking stream really kind of helps with waste. Not a lot of things go bad, unless they're like super specialty ingredients, you know? Like I had hazelnuts in there for a really long time because, you know, I guess I don't use hazelnuts as much as one might think one would use them. Jello? Okay, we want this to go most of the way up the sides here for this guy. But also I'm super weird about liking my cheesecake to have a nice even crust. Like the same height all the way around. So this is going to be weird and anal retentive, and I apologize. I keep my brown sugar in a mason jar. Do you? I've not heard that, but that sounds like a real thing that would work. I think it's really just how much air gets into it or how much moisture escapes, is allowed to escape.
Hey there.
So...
Okay. Select mode to start. Normal volume. Loud. Select mode to start. Normal volume. Loud. Loud. Select mode to start. Normal volume. Loud. Select mode to start.
She's not ready to select a mode to start, guys.
Select mode to start.
She's not ready.
Select mode to start. Select mode to start. Select mode to start. Loudest. Normal volume. Select mode to start. Loudest. Select mode to start.
Sorry, you're just listening to Mary's toy while I get this done.
Loud. Loudest. Select mode to start. Loud. Loudest. Team. Easy. Team. 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 Hard.
I'm going to use a thing to push on the bottom. It's actually pretty good for sides too if you have a straight edged. So like a lot of measuring cups are like this one that has a lip on it right here. If you've got one that doesn't have a lip, those make for really good pie crust tapper downers because you can do the side and the bottom at the same time, and it sort of holds it together and keeps it from falling apart, which is nice. These were a gift that somebody got me from, I think they came from Amazon, but they're like a very nice heavy steel measuring cup, and I would recommend them in case you were looking for one. There. Okay, I'm gonna let it go now. It's good enough. We're calling it good enough. Hi, Sunshine! Did I ever tell you that my brother had a girlfriend in middle school named Sunshine Smith? That was her legal name. Her parents named her Sunshine. I think about it all the time. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And then I think we're just putting you into the oven, right? 325, parchment, combine the crust, 10 minutes, set aside. Got it. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Starting now. Starting now. Okay. Boop. Hello. Reduce the oven temperature to 300. Will do. Later. Pour the caramel sauce into the bottom of the pan. Spread it even later. Make the cheesecake filling. Put the chocolate chips in a small bowl. It wants chocolate in a small bowl. Oh, okay, because it's going to go over the caramel sauce. Get it. In a large bowl, beat the cream cheese, brown sugar, flour on low speed until combined, until smooth. Be sure to use a low speed to reduce the amount of air, which causes cracks. Who knew? All right, we're gonna throw together the cream cheese mixture while we're waiting. That involves going under here and finding the bowl that my kids put away in the wrong spot. Right there. Ta-da! Bowl. This cream cheese has been laying over here, waiting to live its best life for hours. I want cheesecake. Hi. I knew a girl in college whose name was Flower. Oh. I mean, I don't know why that's more interesting than like Rose or Lily. Like, sure. It's a little more generic, but I heard Drew from Despicable Me. That happens. You had a girlfriend named Sunshine? Was it the same one? Was her last name Smith? Ta-da! I saw cheesecake from the title. I'm like, oh, okay, Dave, enough lurking. Well, Dave, welcome out. Welcome out of your lurk, Dave. How long have you been lurking, would you say? Okay, hold on. I knew of a girl named Rainbow. Really? Again, that's one of those names that like seems odd, but then when you think about it, you're like, I know girls named Amber. I know girls named Violet. Like, how weird is it? Millie's middle name is Violet. Boop. Do you sort of wonder how imperative it is that we make the chocolate melt beforehand? I guess it does have whipping cream in it, doesn't it? All right. We call her Rainy, which is kind of pretty. I knew a girl in high school named Stormy and Breezy. Breezy and Stormy, both. They were not sisters. I don't think they even knew each other, or they didn't run in the same circles. Was her name Biv? Did she have a brother named Roy? Yes, Roy G. Biv. Roy Gregory Biv. You know what name always kind of was weird to me? For no great reason at all. When women named Beverly go by Bev, that just seems like a really lazy nickname. More so than like Joe to Josephine. Bev seems just super, I don't know. That's just a very, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't know who Stormy Daniels is. Am I supposed to know? I grew up to be Weatherman. That would be great. I don't know who that is. Alexa, who's Stormy Daniels?
Stormy Daniels is an adult film actress from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She was born March 17, 1979, as Stephanie's regular Cooper.
Gentlemen. Or should I say, absolutely not, gentlemen? Oof. There's a keep yuppie in here. Hey, long time no see. I hope that you're well. Leave, I'm well. How are you? Paid her off. I don't know that story. I'm kind of glad I don't know that story though, so I don't need to know. Cream cheese. Okay, so this was, it wants 24 ounces of cream cheese, which is 3 bricks. So that's there. We need 1 cup of light brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of flour. I left the regular sugar out thinking I would need it because I didn't realize that this uses brown sugar in the filling. Switch. I'm not mad. Not gentlemen. Exactly. I'm glad to hear you're good. I feel like it's been a long time. Like there's been a whole, maybe even a COVID between us since then. Boop. That's how we know about the mushroom. I don't know what that means either. I don't know what that means, and I don't want to. I'm not asking you to tell me. It sounds like the kind of thing I don't want to know. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you as a human, not that anyone has ever asked, but just in case, is just don't know that stuff. Just voluntarily disassociate with the news. Because number one, most of it is garbage. And if anything is important, they will come to your house and tell you, okay? You will find out about it, I assure you. I knew when the lockdowns happened and I didn't follow the news, okay? Everything's fine. But you can also like your fellow man a lot better if you don't like look at them as avatars for bad opinions that you hate. Or that you don't assume bad things about them because the news source that you consume happens to be biased in one way or the other, because they all are, and convinces you that someone who believes a certain thing believes also these other things. Also, it would keep you from thinking that because you believe this one thing, you're required to believe all these other things. Just disassociate with that. Disassociate. You don't need it. Like, do you know how many people I know who think that because they believe that, like, immigrants deserve fair treatment, they also have to agree with X, Y, and Z? Like, that's not true. You don't have to believe that. You can just believe one thing. It's okay. It's okay to just want fair treatment for people. All right, that's going in like that. 3 large eggs. When are the eggs going in? Usually at the very end, but I just want to make sure. Sour cream, vanilla, and then eggs. Okay. How much sour cream? 1 cup of sour cream, 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla. Oh, these are both full. Cool. I have more sour cream than I would ever possibly need in my life. You don't have to be a person. Wait, you didn't have a person coming door to door saying, "Have you heard about Stormy Daniels?" Maybe I'm in a bad neighborhood. I didn't, and I think you are. I think you are. You just don't need to know, you know? All the time. There's something with balloons going on that I've seen on Twitter because people are talking about it on Twitter, but I don't exactly know what it is. I don't think I need to know because, like, I can't do anything about it. But the way people keep talking about balloons kind of makes me giggle. Like, I don't know what's happening. You guys seem to be involved in some wild stuff right now. I'm going to measure this first and then scrape that down. Sour cream is separated a little bit, so I'm trying to wiggle it back together. It was on a podcast that I listened to, though. They were like, UFOs are happening, but then like Twitter seems to think it's Russians. So I was like, is it UFOs or Russians? Because that really kind of changes how I view the whole thing. I mean, how I view the whole thing is always, there's nothing I can do about this. If I see a balloon, I'll deal with it the same way I would deal with a shot. Or I'll let Mary play keepy uppy with it. What kind of balloon? You really don't watch the news. No, I know nothing. I know nothing about the... I know balloons exist, and the girls on Morbid think that it's UFOs. That's all I got. She pulls fire alarms when she uses her... Oh, dear. Not that kind of disassociating. Just disassociating with the politicsy stuff. You just don't need to know. You need to know very little, actually, in the world. I think one of the best bits of advice I ever got was from Peter, who comes in here sometimes as Hunk Bertram. You see him in here? He once said to me that I'm like a medieval peasant. I know who my lord is and that I need to eat. And that is all I need to know. And I'm like, that is actually quite perfect. So there you go. Hey, you. Focus. Why aren't you turning on? There you go. Okay, this needs a little bit more liquid in there so it can fall apart.
Trace the light.
And I need 1.5 teaspoons of, what's that stuff called? Vanilla extract. The UFOs are Chinese balloons. Russia can't afford balloons these days. Oh! It's not Russians. It's Chinese. Interesting. Russia can't afford balloons? Is it because it's busy doing things in countries that it really ought not to be? Is that still happening? I assume it is, but you don't hear about it much anymore. The last thing I heard on the Pillar podcast was about the Ukrainian state limiting people's religions or something. Alexa, stop. What is that for? Okay, I need you to get off of there. It's like clumping on. Oh, it's for the crust. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds. No one tell Katie about Lyndhurst, Nas, and the Hindenburg, please. What? I know what the Hindenburg is, although I can't imagine what it has to do with now. So when you say they're Chinese balloons, I'm not kidding when I tell you how very little I know about this. Are these like... It can't be this, but it feels like it is because I'm hearing about a lot of them, which leads me to believe that, like, was there a Chinese manufacturer of, like, Mylar balloons that... Like, I'm picturing people imported these for birthday parties and then they got released and there's, like, tracking devices in them or something. What are we talking about? It was an airship, aka big balloon. Okay, so we're talking about, like, big... Hindenburg-style balloons is what you're saying. All right, that's what you're saying. I get it. Dirigibles, then. Not just crappy, average Mylar balloons. Because I heard somebody describe it as a weather balloon, I think. Maybe that was the girls from Morbid. We're calling it a weather balloon. But everybody just keeps saying balloons, and then, like, the memes that I see often involve little balloons, so I was like, I don't know what we're dealing with here! And also, I don't think it's any of my business! Lena warned us about this in 1984. Oh, excellent. Great. We're doing that, then. Oh, my gosh. Do I not have eggs? Oh, I do. Oh, thank God. I was thinking my kids ate all the eggs, and there wasn't going to be eggs for this. Good morning, DJ Guff. A Chinese spy balloon was shot down. Then several unidentified probable balloons were shot down over the next few days. As far as I know, things have settled down again. Okay, so let me ask you this. When you say several unidentified sorry, back it up even further. The first balloon, were there people in it or was it unmanned? Was this like the Hindenburg had people in it, didn't it? Oh, come on. Hindenburg had people, but what you're describing seems to be unpeopled. Balloons are not real. Got it. Aliens. Dang it, I hate when that happens. So I was thinking about this in context of the Pillar did a a newsletter where they were talking on like National Hot Air Balloon Day or something, where they were talking about this like Frenchman who brought over a hot air balloon and he was doing these exhibition rides, and then he flew over a farm and the farmer freaked out and shot him down because he was like, what the heck is this? And the Frenchman surrendered immediately because it was this whole thing, and it was really funny. So that newsletter came out right before all of this news about things about the balloons. So I'm trying to get a good scraping going here, and I'm really kind of leisurely doing this instead of trying to get it done quickly because I just am. It's just what I'm up to right now. I'm going to take this out now. I probably need 2 of these, huh? Do I still have Pusheen out over here? I do not. Hang on. Pusheen, where did you go? Oh, I put it over here. It was spy cameras, satellite dish, and solar panels attached to a weather-type balloon, unmanned. Interesting. Huh. Unmanned, flying at 60,000 feet. Is 60,000 feet high or low? I don't know how high a plane flies. It was an unmanned surveillance platform. The subsequent shootdowns were objects that were detected operating at the same altitude as a commercial aircraft, so they were deemed hazardous to navigate. Okay. So were the other things that were shot down also spy balloons? Or were they like idiots with weather balloons? Like, do you remember that kid that the parents had a weather balloon and they were idiots? Do you remember that? Like they thought the kid was in the balloon, but it turned out the whole thing was a hoax and the dad knew where the kid was the whole time, and that whole thing, the balloon boy. Do you remember that? So the thought of there being weather balloons up in the airspace really doesn't surprise me, given the number of idiots in the world who have access to weather balloons. And I don't exempt myself from this. There's a reason why I don't have a weather balloon, because I would do something idiotic, like lose a kid in it. Okay. Balloon boy? Yeah, you remember Balloon boy? You remember? 60K feet is higher than commercial planes fly. The other were about 40, which is endangered still. Okay, there we go. There you go. Planes are under 40. How do you guys just know that? Does that information just live in your brain all the time? Seems like a lot to have to deal with. I mean, I'm happy for you if you're happy. But, sheesh, man. Seems like a lot. Okay, I'm going to use this bowl here to do this. It has a little dust in it. I'm gonna wipe it out real quick. And I need 2 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Dun, dun, dun. What time is it? Oh, we're doing great on time. Guys, we are doing so good. I'm so proud of us. I want to put salt in this caramel like it's nobody's business. Just so we're all on the same page, it is taking all of my willpower to not put caramel in that. I mean salt in that caramel. Bet how old you are. Me? What? You were a teenager when the balloon boy happened? I was a full-on adult. Full-on adult. We know because we didn't ignore the news. These are all factoids that have been mentioned in the reporting. That's too much stuff to keep in your brain. You should ignore the news. I'm so much happier. Where did I put the chocolate chips? Oh, here they are. Like, it's nice to know things, I suppose. But I also think that that's... Somebody said this on the internet the other day that was like, we were not meant to know everything, to have all of that information just in our heads and know about every terrible thing that's happening in every country in the world. We just don't have the bandwidth for it. And to me, it explains a lot of the depression and anxiety in the world. It helps me to not know. And yet you can make a beef Wellington without a recipe. I can, because that's what I choose to keep in my brain. Idle thought. Like when I think to myself, things I'd like to be able to just do without having to look. Beef Wellington ranks way, way, way above knowing what altitude a commercial airline flies. It's just how I feel about it. Okay, do you want me to do this together? Are you gonna make me do this in a freaking water bath? What? Yeah, just heat the whipping cream. Okay, I thought so. That's what I'm gonna do then. Useless measuring cup, I'm gonna use you. That one has flour in it. Need different measuring spoons. Those are measuring cups. These are measuring spoons. I agree, but if you ignore what others do, they can run amok and eventually everyone pays for it. This is I mean, I get that argument, Bob. I do, because people say that like you have to know things. Sure, but like, what can I do about it? Me, personally. One human. I can't. You know what I can do something about? I can see the people down my street who are hungry, or the kids on my street who aren't being paid attention to by their parents and take an interest in them. I can know what's going on at my kids' school and get involved instead of constantly absorbing what's going on in the whole world. I can look at the part right in front of me and take care of that, you know? Because I can make a big impact there where I can make almost none impact. Like, kvetching on the internet is not going to make any impact on whether or not the damn balloons get dropped or whatever. You know? That's just how I look at it. And if I wanted to get involved, say that the neighbor kids haven't had new shoes and their little toes are poking out of their feet, and I wanted to get involved, right? I wanted to help out those neighbor kids. You know what I would do? I would go to goodeggfund.org and request a grant so that I could go out and buy them shoes. And you could do that too, by the way. If you don't have the money to help with something that you see in your neighborhood, but you are the person closest to it and you could fix it, you go to goodeggfund.org, you tell me what you want to do, we give you the money to do it, you go out and you do it. Yeah? Which, by the way, all of these donations are going for one of those things. I can't do anything about immigration, reform, border control, none of those things. I can do nothing about that. You know what I can do? I can make friends with somebody who wants to become an American citizen but can't afford it because the process is astronomically expensive, and I can donate my time to raise money for her and her child so that they can become United States citizens. That's what I can do. No, you can't request money from your beer fund. Also, Asumana with the thing. Does somebody realize that Asumana has no sub and needs to be subbed? Someone needs to sub Asumana. Anybody notice? I noticed. Do what you can personally. Stop buying from China if they're floating spy crap over your house, etc., etc. See, like, I get a little iffy on those, Bob, because here's the thing. Like, I think about it in too many ways. A lot of the things that people can afford that come from China, like if you refuse to buy from China, it impacts the poor, you know? Chelsinator! Giving Asumana. Thank you, my darling butter muffin. I think the baby might be asleep. No, she's not. Okay, she's like just laying really slow. Asumana, love Chelsinator. Who, by the way, I believe would be best friends in real life. In my mind, bam, Asumana and Chelsinator, best friends. I don't have any yellow. The yellow is upstairs. Do you want to go ask Daddy for yellow? Ask Daddy for yellow, because I don't have any down here. There's no yellow in the downstairs. Are you boiling? You sure are. You boily little monster. 45 seconds is all it takes to make that boil. Go team. Yeah, apparently there's a setting for children and parents don't know about. What? What are you talking about? Hey! DJ Guff really loves the Good Egg Fund. I love the Good Egg Fund too. The Good Egg Fund is my favorite part of the internet. And you guys make it good. So good job to you. Pushing the creamer habit, I see. A little, it's gotten out of hand. The best thing about this recipe is it doesn't matter if the top cracks. And it will. I don't want it to. I'm mixing up all of this stuff. Here you go. Can I put my citizenship on a layaway? Things overheard on Ellis Island in 2023. Exactly. Stinking immigration reform. Wait, I said that sentence wrong. I just think it sucks that you have to pay money for that. You know? I mean, I guess it's one of those things like, you know, when people say this is a terrible comparison, I would like to keep it in my head now. Never mind. I'm going to keep it in my head. But it just bothers me that when people are like, you know, you need to have the money up front so we know that you're going to have the money to be a productive citizen or whatever. If that's the theory, I hate that. That sucks. I don't like it. Ba-doop. Look what we've done. We've made melted chocolate. Who's excited? What citizenship? For who? Sorry. So our citizen, or our goal for the donations. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna scrape this off, and then I'm gonna turn it on again for like 2 more seconds, and then we're gonna put it into the thingy. We're gonna assemble, like the Avengers. Assemble. Boop. Boop. There you go. Okay, so in the church calendar, the 40 days before Easter, not counting Sundays, are called Lent, and during that time, the people of God are requested to give up something. It's supposed to be a time of prayer, penance, and fasting, and almsgiving, and all of those things. And so a lot of people give up like chocolate or something like that to remind them of other people's sufferings. And some people give up like a higher monetary donation, etc. I give up donations. So on my stream, every Lent, I don't take my own donations. The donations that come into my stream go directly into the Good Egg Fund. And for the last couple of years, we've had a specific goal for it. So this year, the goal for the Good Egg Fund is to pay for citizenship for our friend Emmy, who was here. She's 8 years old. She was here right before Christmas. She's a beautiful little girl. She's so wonderful. She was born in Mexico, came here when she was 1 year old. Her father is my friend Chris. He lived in Mexico most of his adult life, but he was actually born in California. His mother was from Mexico, his father is from here, yada, yada, yada. And then he married Daniela in Mexico, who was born in Mexico. They moved here, and then they have 2 children who've lived here, or who were born here, Anna and David. David is my godson. Yada, yada, yada. Daniela and Emmy would like to become citizens, like all of the rest of their family. But in order to do that, they have to have money. So that's what we're working on. So Emmy gets in on the basis of her mom's citizenship. She doesn't have to take a test or anything, but Daniela is going to end up taking the test, I think, over the summer. And what's funny is, she was talking to her immigration lawyer, and they were like, you should apply for this soon because elections are coming up. And so they process those faster during election season, hoping to get more voters. I was like, that's insane. Emma Lazarus shouted. Who's Emma Lazarus? The Statue of Liberty, they crossed out the give me your poor part. They really seemed to have, didn't they? It's fine. We can't do anything about that though, guys, right? There's nothing we can do about that. What we can do is the things that are right in front of us. I wonder if my son will have to do that being born in the Netherlands. Yes, he will. Well, unless like you and your wife are both citizens. Then I don't think so. Then I think it's just a piggyback process. Okay, let's get this done. We are assembling, boys. Ready? Let's assemble. Boop. Hi, I'm done working. Hi, done working. I'm Katie. Nah. I am. My husband isn't. That's crazy. Yep. That's what it takes. We probably should have used a little less because this pan is actually an 8-inch pan and it was supposed to be a 9-inch. Whoops, my bad. I'll pull some of that out. Let me take you right there. Uh-oh. crust a little. All right, we'll call that good. Gosh, I worry that that's still just a little too much. But I don't want to bust up the crust anymore, so I have to be very gentle taking a little bit of this out. I should have thought about that in advance. There we go. There we go. Do you guys feel okay about this? Ooh, not that part. I just crusted up the crust a little. Yeesh. Get back down. Get back down. Okay. Oh, I should have wrapped that first, too. Let's wrap that, too. Let's do that. Gotta find somewhere to buy EU plug adapters. Ooh. I only have one for Asia, and I have to remember to pack that. Hold on. Where's that? Where are you, little plug adapter? You, right here. Adapter plug! I probably should go get one more of these too. I only have one. I had another one from when we were somewhere else, but I didn't think of it. Okay. Plus I need to run to a meeting. I think you should give that affirmation to Skip. Wait, sorry, Skip. Oh, redeemed one for DJ Guff. Hey, DJ Guff. Right here, really quick. Delightful human, wonderful father, fantastic doer of the Catholic dance. We're very glad to know you, and I hope you have a great day at work. You've been affirmed. Sorry, not as good of an affirmation as usual, but he had to go. You know? I'm going to do a little wrapper on the bottom as well. Hoist. Actually, second. I'm going to do it second. Sorry, I'm trying to do the physics of this. Coming together nicely. I'm trying not to be too hungry at the moment. That's fair. That's doable. So we're going to ban Marie from chat. Who's going to ban Marie from what? Do I have a cookbook? Like, do I own one? Because yes, I do. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Sorry about your little ear balls. This is probably kind of a lot. Mary? Huh? You guys are talking crazy. The foil? Yeah, because we have to put it in a water bath to keep it from cracking. And so you want to do this so you don't squish up your stuff. And I'm actually gonna probably over-engineer this situation because the last couple of times I've had leakage and I don't love it. So I did one flat on the bottom, and then I'm doing the sides right here, so it goes all the way up the sides, and then I'm gonna do another flat on the bottom. So I'm getting out of control, but oh, I need this to go back down to 300 also. Mary! Mary! What are you doing? She went upstairs to ask Luis for yellow and hasn't come back. Not great. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on this side where the, like, I want the tall side to be where the opening is because I'm trying to prevent leakage. And I want this part that might otherwise like slink down. I'm not gonna do any folding over there where it'll get shorter, you know? Okay. There. Pretty good amount of foil coverage. She's up here. Is she in your way? Do you need me to come get her? All right. Here's our chocolate goo on top of the caramel goo, which we're gonna need to try to flatten out without digging into it too much. So that should be difficult. Makes for a better cross section if you don't dig in as much. So just be very gentle. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid that thing where it's like super thick on the middle and not at all in the sides. But then when I push it, it also pushes the caramel back out over that way. So that's its own kind of awful, you know? When we were looking at cheesecakes to make, I asked Millie what kind of cheesecake she wants because she always wants a cheese. Well, she just said she wanted cheesecake, and I was like, just a plain cheesecake? And she's like, there are flavors of cheesecake? What other ones are there? And then she wanted this one. She was very excited to learn about it. All right, I'm not going to be able to get this all the way to the edges, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, maybe I am. Let's don't be defeatist. Let's go for it, right? What? They should make a silicone wrap for spring forward. Why hasn't someone done that? Does that exist already? If you find that it already exists, please mail me one. Who wants a turtle cheesecake for my birthday? Kelsey, your birthday is just in a couple of days. You're like a week away. Are you so excited? Oh, Bluey. Yep, there's Bluey going on in the background. Nobody's actually watching it, though. All right, so we're a little bit chunky here, but not terribly chunky, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's nothing that won't melt and come back together just fine, I don't think. Ugh, maybe I should put it back through for another minute, but I just don't want to. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I'm worried about filling the whole thing because, again, we don't have the size of pan we're supposed to here. So I'm putting it just to there. So it'll still puff a little above this crust, but that's okay. We got a little chocolate here that I'm gonna... Oh, shucks. Okay. Bye, Moose. Little chunky. I've never made a Japanese cheesecake, but I want to. Lots of egg whites. We've made it several times. Hunt beer. I think for a while there, that was the new lumpia. Did I just break that? I did. Shoot. Oh well. Nobody's even looking over there anymore anyway. All right. I'm gonna move this out of the way. That over there. Okay. Okay. Here's what we need. Not cute, I know. I need hot water. Where is... Can I wash you just really quick? Sorry, I'm washing all the heavy cream out of this container so that I can use it to heat milk or heat water really quick, because the steam in the hot water will keep it from cracking at least a little. Hunt Beer says it's guaranteed that it's going to crack. I disagree. I have made a couple of cheesecakes that didn't crack, and I was very proud of myself. There we go. I need you to boil. So enjoy your 3 minutes in the microwave. Okay. Mr. Schmoopy's birthday is tomorrow, considering peanut butter dessert of some kind. Mr. Schmoopy's birthday is Millie's birthday. They have the same birthday. A little chunky, but not terribly chunky, is my current mood. Yes. When do you add the turtles? Oh, you missed it. I put it in the batter. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Do you see how good I'm doing? I'm doing such a good job. So proud of me. I know you are too. It's okay. Hey, Kodo, thanks for the follow. Kelsey, yeah, but not next Monday, the Monday after. Yes, it's the 6th. Your birthday is the 6th of March. I know this because I love you, and also there's a mild stalking. Also, we've been friends for years. Blah, blah, blah. You know. I wonder, because I have this extra caramel and this extra stuff over here, I wonder if I could make a tiny little cheesecake. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yikes. It smells terrible out there. That refrigerator is broken and all of the stuff that didn't get cleaned out of it smells now. Ugh. It's been so cold that like you hadn't noticed, but now it's been warm the last couple days. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Wait, your birthday's in March? Yes. Kelsey's, not mine. Kelsey's. Kelsey's birthday is in March. I'm just doing something weird right now. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know. It also means that when I eventually visit, I can go for a beer with you and Luis. You're turning 21? Why do I think you're 18? You're not, are you? You're an actual adult. Normally I would use the food processor for this, but I kind of already put it away. I mean, I filled it with water. I didn't put it away. Yeah, 21. No way. That's crazy. When did you become that age? Kelsey, what? What? We're just doing weird things. Don't worry about it. Over here. Okay, this guy. This is its steamy, watery boyfriend. which I'm gonna pour in like this so that I don't accidentally. You want it to go about halfway up. But I'm trying to keep it below that line where the tinfoil lands or ends on the sides there. So that there's just slightly less risk of it getting soggy. Okay, there you go. All right, this is going in the oven now. So excuse me while I use my very big muscles. There you go. How long does it need to be in there? I don't even know. Probably like an hour and a half. Let's double check. Hour and 35 minutes. I'm awesome. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
1 hour and 20 minutes. Starting now.